going to be reviewing the 2008 Specialized Epic. This is my first full suspension mountain bike, and there's really no surprise. I'm absolutely loving it. I got this bike from my uncle at about the end of last season, I'm saying. And brand new in 2008 when you got it, it valued at $2,800. It has 9 gears in the back, 3 in the front, which combines to make 27 gears you can go in. And it has, in the front, Fox forks, and then in the rear, it has a Fox shock. But something special about the rear shock, which is a Fox shock, is that a specialized brain is attached to it. Now, the brain turns the full suspension bike into a hardtail by itself. It does the thinking. And some people have lockers to lock the front and rear suspension, and you don't need those because it does it for you. So when you're going along, it'll lock it on smaller bumps to act as a hardtail to not suck in all your energy. And then when it comes onto big jumps by itself, it'll unlock the rear shock and it'll work like a full suspension again. So now I'm going to start talking about what I thought of the bike. So if you want to look at some of the more specs and see what the stock stuff is on there and everything, because I have changed quite a bit of stuff, there's a link in the below with all the specs and everything. But so let's get on with what I thought. So I've only been using this bike for about a quarter of a year, so I haven't been using it for too long, but I've already had to replace both the cog sets. But that's probably because I've rode it fairly hard in my little amount of time I have, and my uncle has definitely rode it very hard. Now, this bike is actually a race bike. It's an XC race bike, so it's not completely for jumping, but that's what I've been using it as for the little bit lately here. So I'm going to be talking about how it's not really meant for jumping, but I mean, I kind of walked into that one. I knew buying it that it was a race XC bike, right, cross country. So if you're that guy on the trails that just send those insane 20-foot jumps, I'm thinking this bike isn't for you because it doesn't have the biggest travel in the rear shock. And like I said, it's meant for cross country, so if you're a big jumper, I wouldn't recommend this bike. But otherwise, if you are a cross country, this bike is amazing. This bike, the brain just helps so much with speed, and it's awesome. But overall, I really enjoyed this bike. It's a really good starting full suspension for me to get used to full suspensions. But for my next bike, I'm going to have a better format for jumping. But that's the bike review. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment down below what you thought, and I will improve on my next bike review. Let's get to 100 subscribers, and we'll jump in a lake. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.